How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
This 24-year-old former cheerleader was able to secure the estate of a 73-year-old NFL coach, Bill Belichick. But now Bill is doing a press tour, and during this press tour, we're starting to see the real side of his relationship and how his girlfriend Jordon isn't only a gold digger, but might be putting him in danger. So let's get into it. We respect our elders over here on this channel, but someone needs to go and teach that lesson to Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordon Hudson. Now, this may be shocking to you guys, but I'm not a big sports guy, but Bill, he is, and he's a famous football coach. He's 73 years old right now, and his girlfriend is a whopping 48 years younger than he is. She's literally 25. And he's 73. Make it make sense. I don't know how it works, but you know what? I feel like she might be one of those, what do you call them? Gold diggers?
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
We can all acknowledge that the age gap is pretty creepy, but we're learning more about Bill's relationship because he's promoting this book, The Art of Winning: Lessons from My Life in Football. And you know, this is pretty standard older guy writing a memoir about his life, and now he's on a book tour. You know, perfectly normal until now. We can all see while Bill's on this book tour that he is not okay and his girlfriend isn't helping the situation. Let's talk about this awkward CBS interview where his girlfriend is hovering over him almost like she's his caregiver. Now, Jordon, the girlfriend, has put out a statement about this moment, but I want to show you guys the viral interview. Then we'll get into her excuses.
Not talking about this.
Holy crap, she's not even 25. She's 24 years old, people. She is a former cheerleader, which makes sense on how maybe these two could have crossed paths, though I did find some posts on Reddit that said that he actually met her through her parents, which is even weirder. So let's talk about the moment when the reporter asked him about his relationship.
It's the interview everyone's talking about with legendary football coach Bill Belichick.
There was so much to unpack in this interview. That's why the internet is aflame.
There's the
Okay, first off, why is his shirt all ripped up?
73-year-old Belichick, and there's his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordon Hudson, sitting just feet away, watching everything.
You do seem like you're having a lot more fun these days than you were in other chapters of your life, let's say.
So far, so good. But then CBS News' Tony DeCopel turned to a personal question.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Wait, why is she acting like an authoritarian figure here? Like, what do you mean? We're not talking about this. You are not the one in power here. And also, what is so sketchy about when you guys first met that you don't want us to know?
4-year-old girlfriend was also present and made her presence felt. Yeah. That's a lot of what people are talking about.
That's right. Yeah. And not just made her presence felt, Anthony. It was very remarkable to watch a 24-year-old woman sort of dictate, in many instances, what could be asked and what couldn't be asked. Yeah.
Social media is erupting with reaction to Jordon, who has been a constant and super glad.
I mean, you can't tell me this is not a poster for, like, get them while they're old and get all their money.
Presence at Belichick's side.
Is anyone else starting to feel a little scared for Bill Belichick? His 24-year-old girlfriend wouldn't let him speak for himself?
Curiously, the question she shut down had already been answered by Jordon herself. She wrote that the two met sitting next to each other on a flight. Their 49-year age difference.
49-year age difference. And I'm not going to say she's a beautiful woman, obviously. She doesn't look 24 to me. Like, I'm 30. I feel like she looks like 32 or at least 30, like my age.
Sure seems to be changing the notoriously grouchy Belichick. Check out these photos. Belichick as a fisherman and Jordon a sexy mermaid. And in this video, he's trying to balance Jordon on his feet. They're a little shaky at first, then success.
Oh, Grandpa's strong. I mean, he was into football, so.
Yes, but some questions are still off limits.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
It's weird. It's weird stuff, right? So the visibly tense moment really took away from the fact that we're promoting a book here, people. She's now teasing on social medias that she'll be making an official statement in response to what had happened, which I think is pretty ridiculous. Like, Why don't we have Bill put out a statement for himself? Here's the reality. Insurance companies often do not want to pay you. If you are injured in an accident, their job is to delay, deny, and underpay. And they get away with it when people don't know their rights. That's why you might need Morgan & Morgan. They are the biggest injury law firm in the country. They've secured billions of dollars for their clients, including a $12 million settlement in Florida. And that is 34 times what the insurance company originally offered. And unlike other firms, they don't just settle cases for quick cash. If the insurance company does not pay up, then Morgan & Morgan is happy to take them to court. And the best part, you don't pay anything unless they win your case. If you have been injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan and use my link forthepeople.com/Sloan or scan the QR code on the screen and you can file your claim right now. It takes minutes. You probably could finish one before the end of this video. The consultation is free. The process is simple. There's nothing to lose. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Their relationship kind of mirrors, not exactly, but kind of their dynamic kind of reminds me of Hilaria Baldwin and Alec Baldwin, how she just like constantly shuts him down, and it's not cute.
You guys meet?
Flag on the play.
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordon Hudson, shutting it down a question from CBS Sunday Morning when the notoriously stoic coach was asked about his relationship with the former cheerleader, 48 years his junior.
Stupid thing.
The six-time Super Bowl winning coach, who is never one that enjoys talking to the media.
He does actually look happy, even though his shirt is ripped up, and I'm like, wait, is she helping taking care of him? He does seem happier than he does here, but I guess it's probably like the stoic, like, football face of it all. I did want to look into his children really quick. You know, I'm ADHD. It appears he has 3 different children, a 38-year-old son. He's got a daughter who's 41. Wow. So some of these children could be his girlfriend's mother, right? If we're doing the math correctly. And I don't know how old his son is here. It looks like he is 37. So wow. I think it's like, what do they even talk about? I can understand like maybe some age gaps, but at this rate, what truly do they talk about?
We're on to Cincinnati.
You think having a 37-year-old?
We're on to Cincinnati.
Has seemed to take it all in stride lately, from getting roasted for his relationship by his former players.
You used to talk about Foxborough High School when we sucked. But now I know why you were so obsessed with Foxborough High School. You were scouting your new girlfriend.
It's so weird. Oh God. It's so weird how this is like normalized. It's like, we all know like Coach is a perv. Coach likes them real young. Keep your younger sisters away. Oh God.
To joining Instagram and showing off life with his girlfriend of 2 years.
See, she wants them records. She wants a whole Instagram page, pictures of them. So when they go to court one day and they're talking about the estate, she'll be like, you know, we were so in love. Look at all the receipts, the proof. Look at me dressing up like a fish, a mermaid fish woman, and he caught me. This is weird. This is like a little bit too much for me. That's too much money and too much free time. I would love to lay in the ocean, but this is a lot.
Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
What do you guys think of this relationship? Relationship goals? Maybe not. Let's look at some comments. You guys know I love to look at the comments. These people write, geez, the way that she responded, I thought she was his attorney. Another person wrote, I'm getting elder abuse combined with Munchausen by proxy vibes, which is actually very accurate. Like, love what you're saying here, Lisa. Another person added, only gold diggers would not want to discuss their relationship. I give it 9 months until she sues him for millions for emotional and mental distress, saying that he was abusive. Another person added, why is he wearing a navy sweatshirt and why is he wearing something that looks like he purchased at a Goodwill? Another person asked, why is Jordon so defensive?
Not talking about this.
Another person questioning, why is he wearing a ripped up sweatshirt? No fool like an old fool. Damn, his girlfriend is younger than me. I felt the same way. She's 6 years younger than me. Do I need to go get Botox or something, guys? Do I need to do something? Do I need to do the hair thing and the Botox in the face? What do I need to do? Comment below. What do I need to do? And be nice, but be critical. They met during parent-teacher night, and she was on detention. Ooh, sounds like the beginning of a a certain type of thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Blink twice, Bill, if you're being held hostage. Another person added, the problem isn't the interview, it's the fact that she is acting like a bodyguard, guardian, and a parent over this grown man. Another person wrote, she didn't want him to comment on it because she probably lied about meeting him on a flight and she was scared he would say something different. Another person wrote, she's what you call a gold digger. That's disturbing. Dude could be her grandfather. Agreed. The signature tear on his shirt. That is, the shirt will never make sense to me. To me, it's just like, even if he's trying to be fashionable, like at his age, it's not going to read that way. Well, Jordon is now trying to save face by releasing an email, some conversations with CBS, and of course, we're getting her personal statement later on. How much do you want to bet that Jordan's her statement is going to be written from ChatGPT? How much you want to bet, people? You want to go down on something? You want to go bet on this? So Jordon shared a screenshot of an email from Bill, which appears to be his book publishers, explaining his concerns over the promotion of his new memoir. He seems upset in the email about the article that focused more on his admission that he effed up in a Super Bowl over the 260 other pages of other topics in his book. So typically when you write a book, you hire an agency to go and help like get some press for it. And that's pretty standard for every single book. And if you do have a boring ass book, like probably like what this one could be, I'm not saying it is, you want to find any hot topics, any moments that will like catch people's attention. So he's not really happy about that. Honestly, Bill, let's be real. You need to give the PR a raise after thinking it was a good idea to have your girlfriend over there hounding you, because I would not even know who you were. Now I know you've got a book coming out. In this email, he wrote, this is what I expected from the media. We went through how important it was for me to put that I effed up in the book. And of course, that is the feature of an article. So again, he's upset that like they're leading with this. We can expect the interviews and podcasts will supposedly drive the sales will also come from similar samples. The appearances will no doubt want to focus on whatever negatives they can extract from the book and current events that don't have anything to do with the book. It's all relevant to their ratings. Well, your girlfriend gave us quite a show. We'll see how many people want to talk about the $5,000 bill for spoiled milk and other entertainment and business aspects of the book. I have no doubt that I effed up will not be the main focus, but I guess of like Ray and Susie, two people that he had spoken to, because they spoke about much other things than that. He said, again, I want this book to be presented as a look into my professional life and how I did my job all the way up to as the leader of the organization that grew from a 500 million franchise to several 8 billion. Wow. So he wants us to read his resume, but we don't want to read the resume, Bill. Do you guys want to? I don't care to. You can go to Wikipedia for that. But I found some comments on Reddit. My husband went to high school with her. Oh God. Like, okay, high school, yeah. Sorry, I forgot it hasn't been that long. Apparently she was so mean. Another person quotes, how'd you guys meet? We're not talking about that. They 100% met at a strip club. And then finally, why are old men like this embarrassed to be used by these young women? Maybe he's not aware. I mean, I know in most of this video, we've got a certain tone of like, you know, it's BS, but I do also want to acknowledge that there is some importance here. I mean, I don't think that Bill is incoherent. I don't think he has like any signs of dementia or anything, but I do think that he's in a relationship where he's not in control. And with almost like a 50-year like age difference, you would think that he would absolutely be the one who is in control. So we're going to be keeping our eye out on Jordon and Bill. And if you guys want updates, check out me on social media on like Instagrams or TikToks. Actually, I hit 200,000 followers on TikTok. I felt so happy about it. Thank you. It's all at Sloan Hooks, and I will see you guys there. Bye, guys.